Hola mis amigos, ¿cómo están? Es un día increíblemente hermosa acá en Indiana. Ya estoy sudando. Ayer hizo frío y hoy, wow, qué rico. Realmente qué rico al aire y acabo de caminar y grabar un video para mi Patreon. Y hoy les quiero dar algo extra, ¿ok? Voy a darles un video de mi Patreon. Pienso que es un video muy cool, muy chido, muy chévere. Y solo quería darles un poco extra inglés y también mostrarles lo que hay en mi Patreon. Les voy a leer ahora los títulos de unos videos que están allá para que puedan saber lo que hay. Ok, mis experiencias. Ok. Primero quiero decir que en mi Patreon a veces hablo de temas adultos, así que si hay un niño cerca de ti, tal vez no quieres escuchar esta parte ahora mismo, porque voy a hablar en español y voy a decir unas cosas de adultos, ¿ok? Así que cuidado. Soy un padre también y no quiero que sus niños escuchen cosas así. Ok. Mis experiencias con alcohol y alcoholismo, la verdadera razón por la que soy padre soltero, student debt o deuda de estudiante, vale la pena, lo peor de internet, en mi opinión, pornografía, mis experiencias con marihuana, mis pensamientos sobre religión, racismo en los Estados Unidos, Michael Jackson, famoso y controversial, cheating and getting cheated on, es como engañar y ser engañado. Estamos en un matrix. Mis opiniones sobre inmigración ilegal, phrasal verbs con palabrotas y noticias locuras. Ok, my friends? Hay mucho contenido genial allá. Si tú quieres ser miembro de Patreon, cuesta $4 al mes y pueden suscribir abajo en la descripción. Si no, ya saben que voy a seguir con mi misión de traer el mundo hispanohablante, inglés real y comprensible, gratuito acá en mi canal de YouTube Pensando Inglés. Empecemos. Hello my friends on Patreon. Today we have something a little bit different. Okay? I'm out here in the woods. I have my camera person with me today who's gonna help me out, okay? My lovely camera person. And my gorgeous camera person is going to help me. She's gonna ask me some questions out here, okay? Some questions about life. We have not talked about the kind of questions that she's going to ask me, so quién sabe, you'll know. We're gonna see where this goes, see if we can make some interesting content for you guys today. All right, my camera person, ask away.
If you can eat one thing for just, I don't know how can I ask you, oh my God.
If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life.
Yes.
Okay, my friend, my camera person, she's working on her English too, okay? If I could only eat one food for the rest of my life, I would eat steak. I would eat steak 2-3 times a day. I love steak and I would choose steak. Sin dudas.
Okay.
Okay, come on.
Ay, no puedo, no sé qué preguntarte. What is your favorite place that you have, like you really enjoy and have fun?
Puerto Rico.
No, what is your favorite place, like somewhere that you go always or every week, but you say, oh, this one is my favorite?
I really love to go to the jiu-jitsu gym. I've made a couple videos about it and I've had conversations with Miguel Torres. He's somebody I really respect and all the people there are my friends. So it's really fun to go there. You learn something new. You learn how to protect yourself, fight, and I always have good conversations with my friends, and it feels good to be around people who are healthy and they all are working on goals too, because sometimes it's hard to find other people like that.
What is the most important thing that you want to have in your house, in your own house?
The most important thing? The next house I get, I want to make a studio room. And I've seen it in my mind already. I want to have 2 big, comfortable chairs so I could do interviews with people. And really nice lighting. I want to have the walls painted really nice. And so I think I really want to make a studio room in my next house. But other than that, something normal, I have to have a nice kitchen. In my house, I need to have a nice kitchen because I cook every day. I love to cook. And if I don't have a nice kitchen with space to make my meals, I go crazy.
Can you tell us what is the book that you're reading right now?
Well, I just finished reading The Alchemist, and I'm gonna let my sexy camera person borrow it. But right now I'm reading a biography. A biography is a book that is written about somebody. I'm reading the biography of Elon Musk, and he is somebody who I respect very, very much, and I find him fascinating. He's somebody who worked for 20 hours a day to achieve his goals, and I'm trying to maybe learn about his life and the ways that he achieved his success so that I could do the same in my life.
What is the bigger okay, how this one? Pero no sé cómo se dice.
¿Cómo?
Como algo que challenge, yeah. So what is the bigger challenge? The big challenge for you, in your opinion? Being a dad or a mom, doesn't matter, like if you are a single dad or a single mom, or if you are married, and you know, what do you think in your opinion is the most like
The biggest challenge?
biggest challenge
About being a parent? Well, I'm a father. I'm a single father. The problem is that being a parent is not a one-person job. They say that it takes a village, como un pueblo, okay, entero, to raise a child. So I'm lucky that I have my mom who helps. Es una super abuela. But it's very challenging to do it by yourself. There's a lot of women who are raising children by themselves, and I respect single mothers because I know it's difficult. There's not a lot of single men doing it by themselves like I am, but maybe the hardest part is knowing when to be a parent and be strong and tell them no, and then when to give them a little bit of room, espacio, to grow and be their own person. Sometimes it's hard, and sometimes I want to tell my son, no, you can't do that, no, don't do that. But sometimes you have to let them go and let them have their own experiences. But when it's your first child, I'm learning too. I'm learning every day, so yeah, I'm learning every day. I'm not a perfect dad, but there's a lot of challenges with being a parent. So finding the balance between being como un friend and a parent and a guardian, muchas cosas.
There is any place where you want to go this year? Like another city, another country, another...
This year, I want to go to Canada. Either... My camera person thinks that she can tell me where to go. Ella no sabe que soy la estrella, soy yo. Okay. I want to go to Canada. I will either drive across the border. There's a city there called London, Canada. So I will either drive there or I will fly to Quebec and I can practice my French. They speak French in Quebec. 80% of the people there speak French. And I would really like to be able to go there and practice my French because to fly to France is like 12 hours. To fly to Quebec is like 2. So, tal vez mejor ir allá.
Would you like to share what is the most important thing that you learned this year, or like something for your life, something that you learned from a book, or something that you learned from your life, or from your son, or from your family, or wherever?
Okay, let me think, because I learned a lot of things this year. This is really one of my biggest years of my life for growing as a person. I had a lot of difficult things happen to me this year. For example, my father died this year. That was pretty difficult. Yeah, my father dying was difficult for me because I was not close with my father. But with that experience, I learned that it's important to forgive your family, and it's important to try and be at peace with your family, okay? You don't have to spend all the time with them, but it's important to try and be at peace with your family. If somebody hurt you in the past, you should try and forgive. Don't stay mad, okay? Because when you do that, you're only hurting yourself. So I think that's one of the important lessons that I've learned, is that it's very important to forgive people who have hurt you. And not even for them. You're not forgiving people to help them. You forgive to help yourself, okay? When you forgive somebody, it helps you and it helps your peace. And peace of mind, paz en tu mente, is so important. So very, very important. The Bible has helped me a lot this year. I've read a lot the Bible, and reading the Bible has been very helpful. A story that I really connected with this year is the book of Job. The book of Job, you guys say Job. The book of Job, I felt that in my heart this year. I've read it, I listened to a lot of smart people talking about it, and it shows that you have to have these hard experiences in your life to understand and appreciate the good. And just because things are going bad for you, it does not mean that God has abandoned you. That's when He's actually with you. And God gives us these challenges to test us, to teach us, to make us stronger for the future that He has planned for us. So reading the Bible, I have learned a lot, and I've tried to apply those lessons that I have learned to my life. And like I said about family, try to appreciate your family while they are here, because nobody's here forever. ¿Algo más?
¿Cómo crees que voy a subir ahí? ¿Quieres que me muera?
Sí.
No, esa cosa va a caerse.
No, está bien.
No.
Confía en mí, en Dios.
Thank you.
Cuídate con tus zapatos.
Tengo miedo. Ahora, ¿en serio esa cosa funciona? Ahora que
No, hazlo.
Ahora, tengo miedo.
My camera person thinks that she could call me mi amor. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
She thinks she could just put her little feet wherever she wants to. Okay, ¿qué más? Algo profundo.
Okay, so the last question is, what do you think about the people who is gay or homosexual? So you think they born like that way, or do you think like they just, they turn when they are older, when they are like just kids?
So this one is tricky. I don't think people turn gay. I think they are born that way. But sexuality is very complicated, okay? For example, maybe I like women with nice brown skin, dark hair, brown eyes. Yeah, but I didn't choose that. I didn't choose to like this kind of person, and I don't think that a man chooses to like another man or a woman chooses to like another woman. Now, where it becomes complicated is, religious people. I've heard religious people say things like, I hate. They say dumb things. I've heard a guy say, I hate homos, which is like a mean way to call somebody gay. And that's ignorant to me. Now, maybe I don't want to see two men kissing. Me da asco because I like women. They don't want to see me kissing on a woman either. So you just have to respect people who are different. I treat everybody like a human being. But it's complicated because in religion, people think that, oh, we have to hate people who are different or who don't follow these things. But that's stupid. Jesus Christ said, by this they will know that you are my disciples, that you love one another. So in the Bible, I am told to love my fellow man, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to hate anybody. I'm not going to judge anybody. That's my thoughts on that. I think that it's not a choice. I think there's probably people who have tried it and are not gay, or girls who have kissed each other and are not lesbian, because it's a confusing and complicated subject, sexuality. So I don't think people they turn that way. I think it's in you or it's not, like other things. I don't think I choose to like women. When I was younger, I started looking at girls and was like, ooh, okay. Now, I think it's the same with men who are gay or women who like other women.
Okay, so the last question now, because I say that was the last question, but this was the last question. Can you give us advice about money? Like, what do you think about money? So it doesn't matter if the people have a lot or the people have just a little bit. So how we can manage, how we can have responsibility with that,
Okay, so you asked me what I have learned this year, and I told you things about relationships, people, but maybe the thing that I have learned the most about this year is money. I've read a lot of books about money. I've spent hundreds of hours listening to very smart people talking about money, and I've taken a little piece of advice from each of these smart people and I apply it to my life. So if you have a job, every time you get paid, take 10%, 10%, and put it away. Put it in your savings, your bank account, put it in your bedroom, hide it. But this 10%, you never touch. You never touch. This is tu riqueza del futuro. You're gonna let it grow, grow, grow. Every time te pagan, you take 10% and put it away and forget about it, okay? And this is how you grow your money. That's one thing that I've been doing, and it's incredible. It's incredible to watch your money grow, okay? That's one thing that I've learned from a book called The Richest Man in Babylon, El Hombre Más Rico de Babilonia. Increíble. There's another very smart man named Dave Ramsey, and he says, never be in debt, okay? Deudas. Pay your debt. Pay your credit cards off. Don't use them anymore, okay? Now, I still have some debt, okay, on my car and things like that, but I will not use my credit card anymore. This is a good tip. If you cannot afford to pay cash for something, you cannot afford it. Don't buy it. Credit cards are like a trap, and they're not helping us. They're helping the rich people who own the banks, okay? So we need to think like rich people instead of like poor people, because we don't want to be poor, right? I've been poor, okay? I know what it's like, so I don't ever want to be like that again. When my dad died, he did not leave a penny. He did not leave $1. I had to pay for his funeral and things like that, my sister and myself. And that is horrible to me, and I'm not going to do that to my son. So when I die, I'll die a rich man.
Are you proud about Kyle?
Of Kyle? I'm very proud of Kyle. I'm very proud of myself, and I try very hard to not brag or be conceited or things like that. Egoísta. I don't want to be like that. I want to be humble, and I want to help people and give good advice, but I am very proud of myself. Not just because, oh, I think I'm so cool, or people think, oh, I'm beautiful, I could act however I want. I don't think that. I think that I worked so hard to achieve the things that I have that I deserve to be proud of myself. I'm very proud of myself. My son's proud of me. Whenever we're at the park, my son goes to other kids and he says, that's my dad. And yes, I'm proud of Kyle.
Very, very good. Thank you.
¿Algo más, mi camera person muy hermosa?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, guys.
I hope this is recording, because it looks like...
No, it is.
Okay.
You can't see with your glasses.
Okay.
My friends on Patreon, I know this is a little bit late in the week. I apologize for that. But I have been doing a lot of interviews with subscribers, and it's taken a lot of time. But I am trying to give you guys the opportunity to practice your English, to be part of the channel. So that's what I've been doing. I've been very busy, but I hope you guys enjoy this video. I wanted to give you guys a part of my day, show you what I'm doing, and give you some good English. Les aprecio un montón, mis queridos amigos. Muchísimas gracias por ver, y nos vemos pronto.